Okay. And it's like we're with someone else here, not just
3, 2, 1, action.
Okay. All right. All right. What's up, y'all? All right. What's up, y'all? How have y'all been, man? Hopefully, y'all been doing good. Today we have a special guest. I've been wanting to get some friends on here to also share some of their stories because they more than likely have more interesting stories that go on in their life than me. So I've been wanting to do that, and here we are. We've been able to get one of my close friends, Evoqc, the illustrious streamer, last year's streamer of the year, Evoqc. Well, no, I think he was runner up to. I think he was runner up to Heem's demise. No, last year's streamer of the year, runner up.
You barely streamed last year. Thanks for having me, man.
Runner up, Evoqc, guys. And so yeah, he'll be telling us about one of his stories, and we'll just, I guess, like I'll intercede a little bit, but we'll listen and we'll see if we can take anything away from it or apply anything from it. So, Evo, do you mind if I say your first name? Do you care?
I don't care.
Okay. Jay, if you don't mind, just I guess like introducing yourself.
Yeah, so as Heem said, the streamer of the year. At my own award show that I created and that I hosted and had I made all the decisions for it. So I dictated who won, and of course, Heem barely streamed last year, so why would he even win? I heard Heem needed some good stories, and let me tell you something. Oh boy, do I have a good one. For you all today. I gave him a little rundown, but I don't know where. I guess I'll start from the top, right?
Yeah.
So I was working. This was probably, I think, last week, and
don't try not to name drop and stuff like that, obviously. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I thought I saw from across the store, Susan Carmichael. That's not a real name. I made that up.
Now I kind of want to know who. Do you think they'll see this?
No, they'll never see it. Probably.
Okay. Well, yeah,
I don't know. It depends on how much this blows up.
They'll never see it. Let's go ahead.
No. All right. So I do curbside at the store I work at, or sometimes I kind of do everything. But to this day, I was doing curbside, and I see someone shopping that looked like an old teacher, an old teacher of mine from 4th grade, and my mom and aunt both knew this person, right? So I immediately, after I'm done with the order that I was working on, I go to the back and I text my mom and my aunt. I made a little group chat for us, and I go,
you made a group chat specifically for that?
Just for this, yeah. Okay. I created a group chat of me and my mom and my aunt, and I said, I don't know if this is her, but I feel like I just saw this person, or an old teacher of mine that you all know. We'll call her what's a good we'll call her Miss Jefferson, which isn't close to her real name. But I feel like I just saw Miss Jefferson. But I'm not 100% sure. And they start asking me to like describe this person, because I'm not gonna take a picture of her,
Okay.
But I start describing her. I'm like, she's got glasses on, she's wearing yoga pants.
Okay.
And my aunt goes, "Oh, that's definitely her then." Okay. Dude, yoga pants are a dead giveaway. And when I had graduated, she had sent in like a video congratulating me, and she was wearing these big, like, black framed glasses that were the same ones that she was wearing at the store. And I don't know if you ever been in this situation where you see somebody and you recognize them, but you're not 100% sure if they recognized you. So you don't want to say anything just to like avoid that awkward like confrontation of like, hey, are you this person? Or hey, did you go to school here? And then they go, no.
I mean,
and then what do you do?
Awkward. You know, you just say like, oh, my bad, I thought you were somewhere else. I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah, see, I don't have that in me to where I think that's okay. Like if someone came up to me and said that, I'd be like, oh no, that's not me. Yeah. And then I'd move on with my life and I wouldn't think about it. But the thought of me doing that with somebody else is like terrifying. I got like way too much like social anxiety to do that. Or if they are them, right? Let's say I'm like, oh, are you fucking Jakenna? You know?
Yeah,
I don't know, that's her name.
Jakenna,
But
okay.
you know, and they like went to high school with us. And they go, yeah, I am. And I go, oh, I went to high school with you, and they don't remember me. That thought in my head is like terrifying.
So you're not even scared of it being the wrong person. You're scared that they're not going to
being
remember
the right
you.
person too.
You're scared of it being the right person too, and you're also scared that they're not even going to remember you.
Yes,
that's actually crazy.
Because if it is the right person, what do I say? You know?
Okay,
I'm gonna
have to name drop real quick because that actually happened to me. Do you remember? Hopefully she never sees this. If you do, I'm sorry. People don't know you, or I'm not even gonna say that. That's rude.
Wow, you said nobody.
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. But there's so many in the world that they won't be able to tell who this is.
Okay.
You remember Lauren from middle school?
Yeah.
I saw her at the mall, and I was there. I was there with a friend, and I was like, I think I was there with like, I'll do another name. We'll just call him Jaquarion. I was there with Jaquarion. And I was like, oh, hey, Lauren. And like I got like the blankest stare, and I was like,
yeah,
you went to such and such middle school, right? Yeah. I'm him. Like, do you remember me? No.
Yeah. See, I can't. I can't.
It sucks too because I had a crush on her. Like, so it sucks. Well, in middle school and kind of high school, so she switched. But whatever. Hey, not about me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the day before this situation I'm talking about with my teacher, this person from our middle school, well, since we're name dropping now, she'll never see this. I haven't spoken to her ever. Okay. But do you remember Ruth?
Yes.
Yeah, she shops at Aldi. And I think like a month ago, I saw her with her dad, and I was the one like checking out their groceries, and I didn't say anything, because she was with her dad, and also the stuff I had just mentioned. Okay. And then the day before this situation, she had said something to me. She was like, "Did you go to the middle school we went to?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then
I also went to the same high school.
Yeah, but I should have said like, yeah, I did. And then she asked if I even remembered her, and I was like, "Yeah, I remember you." And she was like, "Oh, do you still talk to anybody from Randolph?" And I should have mentioned to somebody.
Just name drop the school. Go
Oh,
ahead.
did I?
Yeah,
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure there are other schools like that. Oh, but I should have said somebody. But I was so like, I'm so bad in those situations where I was just like, oh yeah, I still talk to a lot of people from middle school. And then she just like went about her way. And then I texted
that
our
was
audience.
it. That was it.
That was
I
it.
talked to a lot of people from middle school.
I was like, yeah. Well, I went to
Okay,
East,
bye.
so I was like, well, I went to East, so I still talk to a lot of people. But I'm dating somebody that went to middle school with us, and somebody and then Armani I worked with, I could have brought him up, and apparently she's known Armani since elementary school. So I could have brought up anybody, and then instead I was like, oh yeah, I went to East, so I'd still talk to a bunch of people. And then she was like, oh, I went to Myers Park, and then just left. And that was
What?
yeah.
Oh, okay then.
It might have been a different
Yeah, it might
person.
have been a different. Yeah, I don't think.
Because I think there were multiple Ruths that went to middle school with us.
I think so.
And maybe I got her name wrong. Maybe I don't remember who she is.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, who knows? There's probably.
I don't know.
Multiple. I think there were.
I'm pretty sure it was her. I couldn't find her on Instagram.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So
I think it was
you looked her up right after that.
yeah, because I wanted to
Weird.
make.
That's
I
weird.
didn't know her name.
That's weird.
Because she had remembered my name, and I didn't know. I didn't, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember you, but I didn't know her name.
Yeah, I
So-
remember you.
Yeah, I remember you, and I do remember her, but I'm really bad with names. I always remember a face, but with names, I always like blank. I've known too many people to like.
Oh, you're big time.
No, I'm not big time, but I've met like I've met a lot of people in my life.
Yeah.
The names I just don't hold on to, but
Yeah.
I always remember a face, and that's part of the reason why I always remember a face, but I can't expect someone else to remember my face or remember who I am. So I just assume that they don't, and then I never go up and talk to them. So back to the story. I'm texting my mom and aunt, and
Like, hey, there's this random woman, and I need you guys to tell me.
and she looks like the exact same. And then my aunt sent me a picture of what the teacher looked like or looks like now, and I'm like, that's her. That's like definitely her. But I'm walking around the store, and I think I go through like 2 orders, like 2 like curbside shopping orders, walking around and like passing this woman while texting my mom and aunt. And I am so nervous, and every time I like go back out there's like a moment where it seems like in different parts of the store, I get closer and closer to this person. Where like at first I saw her across the store, and then when I went back out for the next order, I was in like the meat section, and she was like in the cooler, and it was like kind of close, but not super close for me to like have to say something.
Yeah.
And then I'm working, and like then the third time I go out there, I'm shopping in produce, and so was she. And she was buying all this healthy stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, so would this teacher of mine. It all seems, it's all fitting. And at one point I saw her drop something.
That's my
And this teacher
my
that I
teacher
had-
would also buy soda. My teacher would also drink soda.
That's what was going through my head. And I saw her drop something.
That's the most mundane human thing. My teacher would do that too.
That's pretty much what was going on. And I have have ADHD, and so did this teacher had ADHD.
Yeah.
So she understood me. So we had like that connection. So she was like one of my favorite teachers.
Yeah.
And so I saw her drop something in the store, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's something that I drop things all the time.
Oh my gosh.
So this has to be this teacher, right? I'm like, oh, that's such like an ADHD thing. She like made a noise when she dropped it. She was like, oh.
Now you're diagnosed.
I'm diagnosing this person.
You're diagnosing this person because they accidentally dropped something. Wait, what was the noise she made?
She was like, oh.
Everyone makes that when they drop something. Everyone's like, oh. Like, everybody.
But at this point, I'm so in my head that I don't everything is like, oh, that could be something that she would do.
They
and
accidentally dropped something and made a noise. They definitely got ADHD.
Which means that this has to be this teacher.
Yeah.
But I'm still not sure. So I think what it was I was trying to convince myself.
What do you mean?
That
You're not sure. Well, my bad. Let me finish.
I'm trying to convince myself that this is this person so that I can go up and talk to them. Because if there's any doubt in my head that it's not this person, I won't do it. You know?
Yeah.
And so I get like, she is like next to me in produce, and I am shopping, and I don't know why I am so nervous, because at this point in my head, at this point, I'm thinking, oh, this is definitely my teacher. I've already ran off like 4 different conversations or talking points that I can bring up to her. Yep. I'm talking through it with my mom and my aunt about things I should say, and like them like egging me on to go do it. And I am right next to her, and I still can't bring myself to do it. So I go to the back again.
Oh, okay.
And at this point, I'm like, I need to, because there's been so many times where I don't say anything to these people. Like I saw the librarian from East one time at a Harris Teeter, and
the chick with the short chick with the black hair, and glasses.
No, the blonde librarian teacher.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I saw her at a Harris Teeter, and I was like in a class that she had taught, and it was like a class that it was like there was like 4 of us. It was called like leadership development, and we didn't really do anything in that class. We were just kind of worked in the library, and so I had gotten a good relationship with this teacher, and I didn't say anything, and this was like 2 years ago, and I still think about it every once in a while. And
Why
I feel like
didn't you say anything if you recognized her. What stopped you?
I don't know. That's the problem. Is that there was no reason for me not to go up and say something. And there was no doubt that she would have recognized me, or at least recognized my name.
Yeah.
And there's this the personal trainer at East Mech. Oh, there goes the high school too.
Yeah. Well, it's alright. It's whatever.
At the high school,
they don't know what year. It's okay.
The personal trainer there. You know the personal trainer, right? I'm sure you've been into the training room. Like the health, like the medical guy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was in there all the time, and he shops at my store, and I never go up and say anything to him, but there is no doubt that he remembers me or one of my brothers that also played sports.
So instead of just saying, "Hey, how are you?" you just stare at him and you're like, "Yeah, I know that guy." And I know he probably
stare at him and I go, "I know that guy, and I love that guy is awesome." And I know he would remember
that guy.
me.
I know that
I
guy.
love
And
that guy, man. That guy is awesome. He's the best. He's the best.
Yeah, yeah.
And I never say anything to him.
Okay.
And all this is running through my mind as there's this teacher from 4th grade that I'm still not sure is even the teacher that I remember. And I go out there for a final time, for another order. And I linger up in the front. She is like checking out her stuff, and she's got a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And so she's there for a while, and I'm just kind of lingering around the front. I'm not doing my job at this point. It's gotten to the point where I'm not doing my job. I'm just kind of
There.
walking. I'm just there, kind of just looking at this person, not doing anything. And so I'm like, I should go up and talk. I should go up and say something to her.
Okay. This dude's treating this like he's about to ask for her number or something. Like, just say, hey, did you teach at like this school? Like, why are you treating this like you're about to ask her on a date? Like, this dude sounds like me when I'm trying to spit game. Go ahead. Okay, so that was part 1. This was actually a 40-something minute conversation that me and Jay had. So I'm gonna break it down into 2 parts because I already know that my videos are decently long compared to what people are used to watching. So sorry if you could hear that. That was my dog in the background. So this was part 1, and I hope to see you guys at part 2.